Hey, pal. Get your buns out of my eyes.
What does she mean, inner voices? I don't think that's any of her business.
Listen up. Listen up. While you were busy, first of all, thank you for the resub. Hello. hello. Congrats to Daewoo on first. Hello, Master Bismuth. Hello, Jada. Hello, Jazzy. I was taking this photo to show you how forlorn Juno is laying right now. This is how she's laying currently. I can't get it to focus. Look at that. What did I do? Normally I would say nothing, but there was this fly in here, you see, and it was acting really weird, like making a ton of noise. And then like I like went to show it to Juno and it didn't fly away, like when I put my hand right next to it, and Juno was like kind of following it, and then it disappeared, and so we both gave up. And then all of a sudden she had found it on the ground again, but it was clearly like dying, like because it was just like walking. And then like it didn't fly away at all. So I scooped it up to get rid of it, and she was very sad that I took it away. But I'm like, clearly there's something wrong with that fly. I don't want you to eat that. Sorry. But anyways, welcome in everybody. You're not joking? You said there's a fly in here and a fly literally landed on your screen? Is this the ring? Yeah, I'm gonna crawl through your screen. 7 days. Oh, man. I'm not joking, bitch. Anyways, so I wanted to play more Mystic Quest today because I am going out of town for a few days and I'm going to miss both of my streams on Tuesday and Thursday. And I feel like I'm really close to beating this. Like, maybe not close, but I feel like I can do it in a stream. Hopefully. So I'm going to try. We're going to see if I'm way off base here. And we're going to play some more Mystic Quest. Congrats on your guys' car, by the way. I just saw your post in Discord. Jada and Jesse. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna crawl out your screen. You've got it. Okay, so this guy completed... Let's see. We still have Captain Mac to worry about. Spencer said you'd help. Oh, I thought that I already talked to this guy, but apparently not. That emote. Ruben, are you okay? Yeah, and guess what I found when I fell? A stairway to the top of the focus tower. Hello, Flo. Stairway? Yeah, I imagine you guys are happy to be done with the process. That's a pain in the butt. I've got it. If we refill the dry lake, we can save Captain Mac. How? Go to Spencer's tunnel. Set a bomb there and the water from the upper lake will spill into the dry lake. But Spencer's tunnel is caved in. There is one way. If you power the Rainbow Road machine with Thunder Rock, you can reach Spencer's place. Dad will know about this. Keely, would you take me to Norma? Ruben and I know the focus tower well, so we'll be back from Fireburg in no time. Of course. I forget that our town names are so silly. Yeah, we've been joking about him being Spencer's gift because Spencer is actually somebody's grandpa. And we were talking about what a great thing it would be to have a grandpa named Spencer. And then everybody was like, I'd give you the best gifts. A blacklight poster of a mushroom forest. See, all I could come up with was a George W. Bush toilet paper. Been a while since I've been to a Spencer's Gifts. Okay, so I need to get... I do have my little guide up. So we gotta go back to Focus Tower. And go back to... We have to go back to Fireburg? Okay. I'm glad I checked this guide. I would not have known where I was supposed to go. They have edible underwear? Why do you know that, huh? I don't think edible underwear is probably gluten-free. Yeah, it does look like a fruit roll-up. I have seen it before. I know what you're talking about. But I like how defensive Jezzy was about to get on your behalf. I know because you told me about your collection. I'm gonna make a clickbait video of me living off edible underwear for a month. That sounds like a great way to get diabetes. Like, not only from the consumer's point of view is edible underwear something that seems gross to me, but from the wearer's point of view, it just seems like, at least for women, or I guess people with vaginas in general, seems like a bad idea because it's very sensitive down there, and it seems like a great way to get an infection. Yeah, sounds like a trip to a UTI, exactly. You're gonna get gout. Is the person down in the pit who we need to talk to?
Let's get down in this motherfucking pit.
Not you. Let's go back to the hotel, maybe? Oh yeah, here's some old fucks. Nice to see you again, kid. Spencer, the tunnel you dug caved in. And Phoebe is looking for you. Well, I guess I'll head back to Aquaria. Does that mean I have to go back to Aquaria now? I need to speak to... No, okay. I need to speak to Ruben's father, Arion. Where is he? Who are you? Oh, that's the guy we saved, huh? Let's check these other buildings. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, 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 doot. Nobody in here. I don't know where he is. Is there maybe in the second floor of the inn? Is this guide wrong? Surely it's the guide that's wrong. Listen, I just described them. I don't know why you're offended. There's refreshers, which everybody knows recovers your stat debuffs. What the heck? Where am I supposed to go? I'm gonna pull up a different guide. Let's see. It just says go to Ruben's house. Which one's Ruben? I thought it was here. Wait, that wasn't... Was there a person in that bed? Oh, there is a person in the bed. Oh my god. Arian, did you ever hear the Thunder Rock? Of course, wait a second. Here, take it. Oh, well that was easy. Alright. Let's go back. You like how taking a step makes that guy's hat swing? Oh, what, the wizard guy? Oh yeah, look at that. That's cute. I don't know if he's a wizard. He's either a wizard or he's wandering around outside in his pajamas. One of the two. I slept so long last night, you guys. It felt amazing. As a bad sleeper, I don't know where it came from, but I slept like a full night's sleep. And it was a fantastique. Alright, here we go. That's not where I wanted to go. Okay, here we go for real. I'm determined to beat this game. It's been forever since I beat a game on stream, I feel like. We need to make this happen. Also, I think not this Saturday, but probably 2 Saturdays from now, I'm gonna do like the... I'm gonna do the community stream that I owe you guys from the charity event. I think I'm gonna combine the... Maybe we'll do the karaoke and the charity stuff in one go. I think that sounds like a plan. Maybe we can... Maybe if I work hard enough, I can premiere the Juno music video at the same time. Power up completed. Now you can go to Spencer's place. Okay. Ruben, keep your eyes on the rope bridge and say hello to Arian. Okay. Please help my dad. Who's he? I don't remember who your dad is. Thank you. Okay. You're welcome. When will Juno video be done? You need to make one of the excuse me, one of those paper chain countdown things. What's a paper chain countdown thing? And I have no idea. I've been trying to get good footage of her, but lately all she's been doing is sleeping. So I haven't come up with anything great, and unfortunately. So I think I'm gonna cheat the system and maybe use like a shorter song. Aquarius. Aquarius. I was gonna say, I think this is the right way. Luckily it is. You cut up thin pieces of paper and make a ring and then connect them all together to make them look like a chain. Take one ring off each day. I've made those types of chains before, but like as decorations. I've never used it as a countdown mechanism. Interesting. I don't fully understand how this rock is gonna help, but... Wait, was I supposed to come back here? I didn't even check. Maybe I wasn't supposed to come back here. Okay, yeah, go to Spencer's place. Perfect. How do I do this now, though? Okay, hold on. I'm straight up consulting the guide at this point. Oh, I was supposed to do it from Windia. Damn it. I haven't saved at all. I should have saved, and then I could just reset. I'm a fool. I'm a fool for you. The perspective on some of these maps is interesting. Like how they make it look like there's verticality to it, but there's not? Is that what you mean? I like how I just walk under the water. Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's creative. It's like, it's weird because this game in some ways looks like an NES game, but it's clear that it's not an NES game because it looks like way better than an NES game. Whoa. NES game, but, you know. Where am I going? There is a way through here, I thought. I don't ever remember how to go back that way, so we're just gonna go the long way around. I apologize. We're gonna go like we're going to Fireburg. We're gonna backtrack. Like it's not fully top down in the way they position the tiles. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I get what you mean. Yeah, this is just a tour of my accomplishments. Thank you. Wait, no. Of course, immediately after starting a stream, I am suddenly tired. But I'm gonna power through because I know that just 10 minutes ago, I wasn't tired. I think it's because I ate junk food. And the junk food is trying to curse me. Don't let junk food curse you. It wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even that good. None of what I had today was that good, actually. You bet a good 10 seconds of leggy cat would help? No, not today. I'm wearing far too unflattering of a shirt to be doing leggy cat in. And the shorts that I'm wearing would 100% fall down. Leggy cat while seated, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Maybe this is what that other weird... There's like a weird little place we can jump across to for no reason over here. Maybe that's what that's for. Not this one. Yeah, that's Army Cat. Oh, that was not what that was for. Hey, Taco, how you doing? I saw that you made some abomination, but I didn't look yet. Well, I just assumed it was an abomination. Let's blow that area up with a mega grenade. Jesus. We did it! Let's tell Kaylee. Okay. Is she back in Windia? Where is she? Where's she at? Oh, apparently maybe I should explore this either way. Hey Reed, how you doing? What's for dinner today, Reed? That's what I want to know. Crimson! Ooh, we can go swimming. Crimson, when you asked in the Discord if anybody had been playing Street Fighter, I had like Vietnam flashbacks of you whipping our asses at Smash Brothers. So good at Smash Brothers. Oh, I bet I can blow this up, actually. I was like, why would I need to be able to walk here? But I understand now. Okay. Dinner tonight is salad with chicken. You've got the chicken marinating in Italian dressing. Nice. You mash buttons effectively, you guess. Yep. You should be proud. I do not mash them effectively. Oh my god, I'm about to get so lost. You like how this little person leaps? Yep. Wait till you see when he takes a nap. When he takes a nap, he dabs when he gets out of bed. It's great. Whee! 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 That clip of you stumbling into the wind with the items still plagues you? No, dude, that was so funny. That was all, Beal's fault. He's the one who failed miserably. It says I should be able to leap in some way up here. I don't know. I don't know about this. Oops. I just got a shipping notification and I was like, oh, what's shipping? Thinking that it would be something exciting. But it was my, I mean, it's a little exciting. It's my Janelle Monáe album. Was that all that there was? Was just this crest? Maybe. Alright. I'll just leave. Every time a signpost comes up, it makes me think I'm arriving at Spencer's Gifts. That's what everybody's go-to. We all have Spencer's on the brain. You shouldn't have watched that OTK stream. It was so bad. Yeah, I'm not big into them. There's not really a single one of them that I'm that into. I like the only like really big streamers, I guess, and I don't even think they're on. I don't even like. I guess I like Forsen, but I don't really watch him often. And I like Maya because I like the animal stuff. It worked. The ship is afloat. Thanks. I'll head there now. But the ship's full of monsters. Let us go first. Give this to Captain... Oh, I thought there was a captain named Captain Cap for a second. Give this Captain Cap to Dad when you find him. Then he'll know I'm coming. Alright, we got the Captain Cap. She stole your hat, Reed. This game looks bad. On opposite day was a line one had. Were they doing anti-humor at the very least? Oh, man. What up, Rolls? Cool to see some indie games, though. Oh, were they announcing games? I forgot they did that, like, last year. I wonder if that kid will give me something now if I go up there. I watched a little bit of the Wholesome Direct today. I skimmed through it. There were quite a few games in the Wholesome Direct that I thought looked good. But even there, I feel like there's this element of sameness to a lot of games that are like, where they're like trying to be wholesome. Oh, okay. I didn't get anything for that. It was an indie game showcase like the Direct. Oh, okay. That is vaguely familiar because I saw some clip of Soda Poppin' once talking about something related to like last year's. I guess I don't watch Soda, but I like him. He's cool. Be careful when you use a mega grenade. Okay. Where am I? I'm back in Fireburg. Oh no. Am I supposed to be in Fireburg? No. I went to the building in the northwest, not northeast. Okay. I will say it's cool that they're showcasing indie games. That's like that's a cool thing for them to do with their organization. Wholesome has just been really overwhelming with how many games are. The Switch furry really likes farming. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That one that they saved till the very end, I thought looked pretty good. The there's like a 90s anime looking farming simulator coming out. It's the first one of the like farming simulators that I've been interested in since like Stardew, I would say. Just an anime girl in the cornfields. I was trying to figure out how to say watering my crops as I go. Yeah, there you go. You've been enjoying the Story of Seasons games, the remake ones? I do want to get the new one of that's coming out, or did come out. Because that's the only Harvest Moon I ever played. It's a Wonderful Life. By the way, Jesse, fancy you being here. Today's mug of the day is that mug I like. Okay, he knows life and white magic. All right, that magic is just called white. I, for one, can't believe you just spelled Charlie's name wrong, but okay. I don't know a Charlie with an IE. You can't do my pet. Okay, busted. Yeah, I can believe it. Busted. Oh, I can walk under this. Okay, perfect. All right. I don't really know where I'm going. I just figure if he's a captain, he'll be at the top of the ship. Really giving these bad guys the what for? Yeah. Ooh! That was a good hit, if I do say so myself. Okay, my strategy of the captain is probably at the top of the ship, not a good strategy.
Good job.
You know what? The timing of that feels insincere. I feel like you do not think I did a good job, but thank you. Let's see what's under. Do not step on the snake. Oh no, somebody wake me up. The snakes are using a move on me called wraparound. Crimson redeemed a fake fact on Wake Up. Well, you guys might have heard of a little thing called night terrors, which is a thing that people get sometimes where they experience inexplicable terror in the night. And it's often thought that night terrors are a disorder. You know, you wake up screaming. People are like, that's not normal. What the fuck is happening? But actually, what Big Sleep doesn't want you to know is that night terrors are actually the human norm. Like cavemen, they've found hieroglyphics dating back years and years, that indicate that humans have always just woke up screaming in their sleep, and at one point in time, we all did regularly. It was like you'd gather in the morning and be like, "Oh, cool! What was your night terror about?" And the other person would be like, "Ah!" because they were just waking up, and then you would exchange your night terror stories with one another. And they like to say we evolved out of it, but they just don't want you to know the ill effects that stuff is having on our sleep these days. The fact that we're not having night terrors anymore is not normal. Oh, do I have to exit? Oh no, there's a way out down here. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. This is Ancient Aliens level effect? Yeah, because Ancient Aliens is real. Exactly, on what a day. Better lay down and experience some pure terror. Two 2-0 in the second period? Nice. You always said it was Big Snake that was giving us nightmares? But it was actually far more simple. Yeah, exactly. And by Big Snake, I'm sure you mean Big Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Like, I just assume there's a character called Big Snake in Metal Gear Solid. You have Solid Snake, Snake, Liquid Snake, Big Snake, Tiny Snake. 3-0. Hey-oh. Yeah, Bigger Snake. And then there's Biggest Snake. But Bigger Snake is actually larger in size than Biggest Snake. Which often confuses people, but that's how Kojima wanted it. You got 2 fake facts for one. Reference to Bigger Luke. Here we go. Explosives! Just what I wanted! Oh, my back cracked. Oh, my back cracked. Ruben, I don't feel like you're pulling your weight anymore. Can you brag for being first? You sure can. I congratulated you, but I think you might have been lurking. Take your moment. Revel in it. You lost power. No! But you know what? You only lost, like, electrical power. As far as, like, power, social power, you were first. So technically, you were still reaping so much power. That power to tell other people you were first. Enjoy, Taco. Oh wait, yeah, what did you make? I saw that you made something. Grandma bought oatmeal raisin tuna fish cookies. They look fucking horrendous. Ugh. I hate tuna. I hate oatmeal cookies. I hate it. That might be the most cursed thing you've made yet. I always say that and forget that there's something out there that I abhor, but... Ooh! How did he... What the fuck move is he using? Because you constantly one-up yourself. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the oatmeal tuna cookies bite. There we go. Come on. I'm gonna clear this whole ship out. And I totally meant to. I meant to come down here. I knew I could fall down. And I wanted to. You can't prove otherwise. These Gargamels won't know what hit them. That's right, I have the power of the Smurfs on my side. Is there anything in here? I feel like there's not. You always thought it was weird that at first Gargamel wants to eat the Smurfs, and then in other episodes his things is wanting to turn them into gold. You know, Smurfs is one of those things that, like, I've seen, but I've never really, like, seen. You know what I mean? Maybe eating them was too nightmarish for the kiddies. It probably was, where they were like, you know, this is a little harsh. Or maybe he didn't realize he could turn them into gold at first, and then he, like, had a realization that it would be more profitable to eat them. He's like, what am I, or to turn them into gold. He's like, wait, what am I eating these for? These things are worth their weight in gold. Is there anything in there? I'm just gonna skip past those. I have a lot of items. I like this headless horseman, like, goes full linebacker when he when you damage him, carrying his head. Alright, that chicken's probably marinated enough. Time for food and relaxing. Yes, enjoy. Enjoy chilling out, Max, and relaxing all cool. May you shoot some b-ball outside of the school. Yeah, exactly. He looks like a little Heisman trophy. I assume that's a football trophy. I only know they get rings for the Super Bowl. I really fell at, like, the furthest possible point back in this room, too. Oh, not the odds. Not the odds. Not at 7 p.m. There we go. Get me out of here. Okay. Oh my god. All that? I didn't even need to go over here for any other reason. That was a waste of time. Okay. Here we go. I want to go touch the steering wheel. I know that thing can turn me into stone, so let's kill that first.
Marcia!
Exactly. That didn't do anything. I'm sad. Alright, let's go over here. What's over here? I don't know any George Glass at our school. Get her. Get the snake lady. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate.
Good job.
You know what? That good job was for you, bud. If I do say so myself. Oh, I'm a ding dong. I need to go. This was cruel and unusual. Okay, actually, let's fall through. And then we can just go back up. I see what they're doing here. I'm proud of you, Daewoo. That was some fine work. Critical hit. Not for him, for me. Dang. Alright. This will be faster than going back up and all the way around. I see now what the game was doing. I just wasn't paying good enough attention before. Unless, is there even anything over here though? I wonder. You know what it might be? I took my allergy pill right before this. Maybe that's why I'm yawning. No matter what, I'm gonna have to fall down here. So, this is interesting. Where does it drop? Okay. So this whole venture, I didn't really need to do all that, but it was, we learned a lot. We learned a lot, okay? Oops. Let's look for somewhere better on this ship. We gotta give the captain the captain's cap. I imagine I need to go... Oh, maybe here? Oh, wait. Apparently I can push stuff. I can push barrels here. Wait a second. Wait just a rootin' tootin' second. 3 and 1? Cursed. Hold on. There's one guide I have up that's like helpful, and another one that's very vague. I gotta see. That was a very refreshing sneeze. Okay, head. Okay. I'm just gonna. Okay, let's read a little guide here. So, from here it says head up from the entrance. And then left and down into the enclosure. Ah! I see. Down into the enclosure. Oh, I'm probably supposed to fight this enemy and then push these barrels, maybe? Maybe? Let's see if we can figure it out from here. You're still counting this, counting on this like being like the Kingdom Hearts 2 intro, and it's just a 12-hour long tutorial level. It is. It's a 12-hour tutorial for Final Fantasy VI. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's been a while, but I don't really remember at any point when we could push barrels before this or like climb a mast in this way. I don't think I ever would have guessed that this was what I was supposed to do. That does not ring a single bell. When do you skateboard around and find ghosts? Yeah, I mean, that's what we do in real life. I think most people had gone to bed by the time I had this realization last time I streamed, but this monster on the right here literally looks exactly like what Mike Wazowski and his girlfriend's kid would look like. If they had a baby, it would be this thing. Skater Goose Bust. Don't say Ghostbusters, you'll summon Boat Knight. Not that there's anything wrong with summoning Boat Knight. Here we are. Okay, this seems right. Skate better. All I have to do is skate better. I'm gonna have to get more water already. I slammed this water. The boss in Skyward Sword is another child of Mike and his wife? Maybe. I've never played Skyward Sword at all. I feel like most other Zeldas I've at least tried the beginning of, and that's one that I just never did at all. Oh, I didn't realize I was like dead. Oops, I was not paying attention. How did that happen? Switch version helps avoid the motion control stuff, but also ain't perfect. Yeah, I was watching, I feel like I watched Saber in Space play a little bit of it, and it looked good enough. I might have watched Tozzle play some too, but I don't remember if she did. I think she did. Ooh, armor. Isn't that my captain hat? Kaylee asked us to give it to you. Are you okay? Dad, I was worried about you. You look awful. I'm okay, but I have some bad news. The Dark King, the prophecy. Dad, tell us about the prophecy in... Later. I thought that said inter at first. Let's cure your wounds in Windia first. But... Alright, off to Windia we go. I'm okay. I guess I haven't recovered from the fall off the bridge. Ruben, let's go to Windia to put you to bed. Saber straight up quit playing because of how not great it was? Oh, that's brutal. Because I feel like Saber has some patience when it comes to that kind of stuff. Oh, the gang's all here. There you are! Spencer, Phoebe's been looking for you. I met her at the inn in Windia, and now she wants to see you. We're done here. Let's go. Right, see you again, kid. I want to know what these guys are doing. I want to partake in their quest. She's gonna send this to the principal's office, Leary. Also, hi, Leary. How are ya? The Mobius crest is buried in Spencer's place. Oh, wait, we already know that. He said he's fine to just sit and watch a video on it rather than play it even off stream. Yeah. I've had games like that where I'm like, I just don't want to play this. Alright, let's... Oh, I can't take a nap. Ruben's hurt! You can tell by his dramatic death drop. I'm surprised you made it here with such a bad wound. Off to bed with you. Kreestin, you need to hear Mac's news. You're not gonna like it. Alright, we got Phoebe back. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to buy a potion. Alright. I meant to take a nap. Dang, the gang is all here. Ouch, don't touch me. Stop, don't touch me there. This is my private square. What can be so important? I've discovered a lost part of the prophecy.
I have friends. I definitely have friends. No one can say that I do not.
The prophecy is that I have friends. I definitely have friends. Goosetown, hello. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody. Honk, 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 honk. That's me speaking goose, in case anybody here doesn't speak goose. That's me speaking goose. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, Georgina. Hello, Ronan. Hello, hello. You guys, if anybody here hasn't checked out Goosetown before, you should. I noticed, Jesse, you're saying that those geese are so cute. Noah Goose, the mayor of Goosetown himself, has actually made those geese emotes and does all sorts of cool stuff on stream. Does art, plays wholesome games, does tarot readings. It's just a good time. It's a good time over there. It's very wholesome. I like it. It's a good place to chill. So if anybody there, or if anybody here hasn't been there, I would say you should check it out. Also, hello, Messa. You're about to watch One Piece and off to bed. Well, good night. Hello and good night. Yeah, the emotes are adorable. They are very good emotes. And if anybody just came from Goosetown and we haven't met, I'm Kreestin. Nice to meet you. I actually just stream kind of whatever I feel like. Some retro, some new. I don't typically stream on Saturdays, but I'm so close to beating this game. I want to finish it before I go on a little trip. So that's what we're here for. Hey, Fairy Fingers, you're barely even late. I'm not late at all. But thank you for the raid, Goose. I appreciate it. Good to see you. We are just learning about the prophecy in this game. The one behind the four is darker than the night and rises amidst the land. You've saved the crystals, but our real enemy is the Dark King. He's in the focus tower. Reach the tower with my ship, stand by the steering wheel, and press the A button. Okay. Dad will return to Foresta when he's feeling better. Alright, there we go. Oh, I haven't seen that emote, I haven't seen that one, the tap. Oh my god. I need that in my life. I need that in my life. How long have you had that one, Goose? Welcome. Seafarer, you weren't late. You weren't late. The most important thing about Final Fantasy Mystic Quest that you need to know is that you can jump. Wait, how do I get back to the ship? Am I losing it right now? How did I get to the ship before? Exactly, early goose raid. Am I losing it?
Doesn't have to wear glasses. Besides, all my friends at school say glasses make me look positively goofy.
They do. They do make me look positively goofy. I don't really... I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. I don't remember how to get to the... how I got here before. How did I get there? Was it through one of these tunnels? Let's try it. I don't think so. How do I have no recollection of how I got to a place that I just was? Like, I was literally just here. Do I have to go back to... like... how the heck? This is embarrassing. How do I get there? Oh, I went into somebody's house and then teleported there. That's why I don't remember. Okay. I didn't remember because it took me like 10 million tries to get here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I knew all along. I was just seeing if chat was gonna help. How many tries? 10 million. Derry! Exactly. Keeping you on your toes. Dude, the soundtrack to this game, Goose, is what got me to play it in the first place. I was playing Final Fantasy Theatrhythm, the new one that came out, and ooh, the music was so cool that I was like, I want to play this game. I'm just checking the guide real quick to see if there's anything... Okay. Anything like that I was supposed to do between this. Final Fantasy music is a gateway drug to Final Fantasy games. It's like playing Theatrhythm really had me like, maybe I need to replay this game. Maybe I need to replay this game. Maybe I need to replay this game. Like, just every single game. It even has me thinking, like, maybe I should go back to Type 0. Alright, Phoebe got absolutely wrecked there. Not looking good for you, Phoebes. Also, what spells do you know? Okay, she knows Cure, Life, Heal, White Magic, Thunder. I feel like I was probably... There's a couple of places that I know had, like, the astrology sign teleporter thingies that I didn't go to, and I bet I probably could have found White Magic for myself, but, I really don't feel like it, if we're being honest. Oh, okay. Alright. Noted that that's what that does. What's this buffalo? Is it a minotaur? I've learned my lesson with these ninja guys. Can't let them live. They like one-hit people. Oops. Bling! This is weird. Seems... I guess it's a dead end. Goose, if you're still here, how's your mouse been treating you? I hope your hand is feeling better. I feel like I just made a mistake. Trial and error, trial and error. Derry, did you fall down a Kylie Minogue hole? Which is the best kind of hole to fall down, by the way. Padam Padam, song of the summer, telling you. I also really like, Janelle Monáe just put out a new album and I liked it. It's just way too short is the only complaint I have with it. I thought maybe I could pull that off. Okay. Stop trying to brute force it. It's not gonna happen. Whenever I get to like the next floor of this place, I need to get more water real quick. Oh. Oh. Okay, I see. I see, game, what you want me to do. I see. It wasn't that bad of a hole. Can't get you out of my head. And then off with his shirt from the TV show musical Gallivant. Read through her wiki page and then you got stuck in a Gallivant song loop instead. That happens to me with like, I'll be doing stuff on YouTube and then instead I just start watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend videos. I have been there. These guys hit me with pocket sand. That's probably pronounced Gallivant, huh? Not Gallivant. Just sitting here on it. I haven't seen it. I was just thinking to myself that maybe I should watch it though, because I like myself a TV musical. Oh, I'm a dingling.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Thank you, Chickmania, for the bits. Welcome in. It just dawned on me that I can jump over those things. So remember I got to that one and I was like, oh, this is a dead end. No, it's not. I'm just a dingling. So let's go back and do that the right way. Oh, yes, thank you for the bits. How are you, Changmania? Aren't you camping? Or are you back? Here we go. There we go. That's what I meant to do all along. I might need to get water first because it looks like there's a boss there. So after this fight, I'll get more water. Should only take a sec. Ooh, that was a big crit. Okay. Water. Water, 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 water. Water, 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 water. Juno, take the
I
wheel.
have friends. I definitely
What's up,
have
Jacob?
friends.
No one can say that I do not have friends. Tsunade, hello. Nice to meet you. Hi. Hello, hello. Hey, hi, hello. I see a lot of familiar faces in this raid, so I'm guessing that's how we're meeting. Nice to meet you. Hello, Tozzle. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Philandrin. Tsunade. Tozzle, Tsunade, Kriwi. Yeah, that's what that was my guess. I'm gonna guess your name is pronounced Kush. Let me know if it's not. Curly. J-Dog. Tsunade is a lovely retro streamer. Well, I am a retro streamer. I don't know that anybody would use the word lovely to describe me, but I am nice enough. I'm a streambler. Nice to meet you. Hello, Caleb. It's always good to meet a fellow retro streamer. Hello, not Cathodian. I almost added a lot more syllables to that than I even said aloud. But nice to meet you guys. You guys here, if you haven't checked out Tsunade, you should do so. I know I'm going to after this for sure. And if you just came here, nice to meet you. I'm Kreestin. I play a little bit of everything. I play a lot of retro. I do play some modern stuff as well. We're playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and I am in the home stretch. I don't normally stream on Saturdays, but I thought that I am near the end of this game, and I really want to finish it before I take a couple of days off here. So I threw in an extra day. Thank you for the follow. I have anonymous follows on so that way nobody feels like they have to like, I just messed this up. Oh man. Nobody feels like they have to chit chat or anything like that. But I see you and I appreciate you. It's true. I am a little bit country. I am a little bit rock and roll. That's how all my friends describe me. Thank you again for the follow. So if you've never played Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, but you're familiar with Final Fantasy, or just RPGs in general, this is kind of like, I've been describing it as kind of like baby's first RPG. It's very simplistic. It's fun, but it's very simplistic. Oh, I forgot I can blow these up, I think, huh? Yep, dang it. Well, actually, this worked out. So, this is for the Super Nintendo, which I am playing it on. It's, you know, your standard Final Fantasy fare. We're gathering crystals now. We just found out that there's somebody behind the evil crystals, and we're off to fight the person behind the evil crystals. So, you know, that's Final Fantasy for you. The difference is that this one, you know, is very short. It's only like, I think in total, like, the estimate is like maybe 14 hours. We are currently on, actually, I can tell you exactly. We are on, oh yeah, we're almost to 14 hours, so we must be nearing the end. I forgot that I had one stream of this that was super duper long. Yeah, exactly. Fighting the evil. Yep. Take notes. It's a very complex and deep story. It just kind of, it's kind of funny how abrupt this is sometimes, where you're like, it's just like, okay, we're gonna do this now, and it's done. And you're like, oh, all right, okay, I guess. Sure. That was my problem. Okay, I forgot that I could blow these up. All right, let's save and let's do what is sure to be a boss fight. Wait, is he optional? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. What's up, Grace? Skullrus Rex. One thing that's also really nice about this game, and why I am so like, whatever, let's go fight this optional boss, is that when you fail, like when you die, you can just restart the battle. It doesn't set you back to like a save point or anything like that. It just is like, okay, do over. So, and you don't have to do the do-over, so that way you're not stuck in an endless loop, but you can do the do-over, which is nice. You know, I've never actually gotten all the Chaos Emeralds in a Sonic run. I'm not good at I'm like not good enough at any of the any of the anything, any of the mini games, to dedicate myself to that. Next milestone for a charity stream? All of them? No way. No way. That would be like dedicating myself to beating Lifeline. I just realized I've been spamming Meteor on accident this whole time. I don't want to do that. I want to save some, because there's probably another boss. The other thing that's cool about this game, like, so yeah, he just kind of like turned into a pile of bones. As you fight enemies and their HP goes down, they turn in, they have like different sprites, basically. Oof. Which is pretty neat. Some of them are pretty funny. Like, there's like a Medusa, and when you defeat, oh, dang it, I got too arrogant. When you're about to beat the Medusa, her like hair comes off. She's bald. You snatch her wig. How did Phoebe die? What just happened? I feel like her and the ninja hurt each other at the same time.
I definitely have friends. No one
Can't say that I do not have friends. She's just a Goron at that point. Hello, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hi there. Hello, Dozer. Happy birthday. It's a Jeff Misraid message. For anybody who does not know Uncle Dozer, today is his birthday. So if you're already here, go ahead and wish Uncle Dozer a happy birthday, or a happy Jeff Miss, if you will. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Sil Holden. Hello, Pastel. Hello, Zonum. Dozer, Penguin, FBB. I'm sorry, excuse me. FBB. Candy. How was It Takes Two? If you guys haven't ever been to Dozer's stream, Dozer is a super cool guy. And like I said, it's his birthday, so you should check him out. And if you've never been here, I'm Kreestin. Nice to meet you. I play a little bit of everything. It is not my birthday. But I think we're going to beat Final Fantasy Mystic Quest today, and that's exciting. That's almost like a birthday, if you ask me. So, you know. Might as well. Yeah, Fabubba. Fabubba is your given name. You had an absolute blast with It Takes Two. I still want to play it. I'll probably play it with Kato eventually. Yeah. Yeah, Candy was your It Takes Two partner. I was there. It was just it was drag race day, so I couldn't chit-chat a bunch. Dozer did mini murders on you, but it's his birthday, so you have to allow it. There's some game that I saw that was trending on TikTok that people were playing, where it's like a co-op game. It's sort of like a Jump King game, but it's co-op. And I meant to tell, I don't know how many of you guys watch Kara and Native, but I need to tell Kara and Native to play that together, because I think that would be hilarious to watch them play it in particular. Dozer definitely did the murder to Candy. Also, thank you guys for the follows. I have anonymous follows on, so that, you know, I don't have your names up because I want to let people lurk and stuff, but I want you to know that I see you and I appreciate you. I am a hardcore lurker, so I am sensitive to like the idea of being called out all the time. So, there are certain games that are definitely Kara native games. Yes, exactly. Ooh, we did it. I feel like I didn't even get anything for that. Could I have just skipped that? I feel like I could have just skipped that, maybe. Gonna go find food and get off your bum for a bit. You'll be back. Yeah, take your time, dude. I know you were just at your desk for a long ass time, so. And it's your birthday, so literally do whatever the fuck you want. Do what you want. But thank you for the raid. We just got like double raided, so that's cool. Thank you, Sonati and Dozer. And Tozzle by proxy as well. It was a long stream. I'll be lurking. Yeah, enjoy. Thank you again for sending your community this way.
Kreestin, you look burnt or dead.
No, I don't. I'm alive and well. But yeah, I appreciate the raid, and it was nice to meet you. I'll see you around. You gotta go get ready for brunch as well. Is brunch? I was just gonna say.
What does she mean, inner voices? I don't think that's any of her business.
I don't know what time it is where you are, Candy, but it's definitely gotta be unacceptable to be awake right now. You appreciate the strong bad callback. Yeah, I was watching a Teen Girl Squad episode, and that sound happened, and I was like, oh, that would be perfect for stream. 10:25 a.m. for you. Did you sleep at all? That's wild. I've stayed up 24 hours once in my life, and I was miserable. You napped for an hour. Oh my god. Go get some sleep. Have I just been using potions this whole time? Yeah, I have. That's what I get for button mashing. Oops. Well, she's dead now. Alright, let's knock out the ninja. Actually, let's just brute force this, and then we'll cure her after. You think the real question is, when last did Candy get real sleep? Yeah, that is a fair question. I am a person who is on at all hours of the day on Twitch, and I feel like no matter the time of day, sometimes Candy's on. 3 and 2 and you're getting nervous. Ugh, I told you guys, man. Daewoo was talking about the Vegas Golden Knights current game score, and I told you, we can't be trusted. We have had some infamous chokes. Ooh, I almost just used the wrong potion. Juno! Juno was just sneezing. You're close to 24 plus hours at this point. Last night you think you got maybe 4 hours of sleep on the floor of a race car trailer. Oh! Juno, come here! Come! Juno, we just got 2 raids. You gotta come over. So, anybody who came from the raids, I have a cat. Her name is Juno. She's very cute, but she's very stubborn. She's so stubborn. Come here. As you can see, she's ignoring me. Kitty! She's not listening at all. Juno! Come here. She's like, I know you're streaming. I know you're gonna pick me up and try and show me to the people. And she's right. I would do that. Is that Sonic? Yes. This is my shelf of many things, and that is the Sonic that came with Sonic Mania when they finally like released it. That came with the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition. It has he's standing on a little Sega Genesis, and it has a button that you flip, and it goes Sega. It's fantastic. Also, that grub makes noises when you squeeze it. It scares the cat a little bit. There's also a smaller Sonic right there. You can't really tell other than his colors. And that is like a lighthouse that the cat is also afraid of because it makes a noise. But it turns on, it has a real light that goes. It's really awesome. You gonna go now? Have a good stream. Yeah, good to see you. Have a good night. You're so good at pointing at things in the camera. You're magic. It's my special skill. Happy Bobos. Wait, I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna double check. It's not also Candy's birthday, is it? Alright. I need to get over to the other side somehow. Break on through to the other side. So this is looking like it's gonna be like a, remember all the temples you did before type of situation. But this is a maze, and I'm probably gonna get lost. Oh, I already did that one. Oh, I genuinely am already, like, turned around. Okay, not this way. Oh wait, I can jump over this. I keep forgetting I can jump over things. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Alright. Also, if anybody has not played Mystic Quest, the most important thing about Mystic Quest is that its soundtrack slaps. This game has such a good soundtrack. Like, it's good on its own, but the soundtrack carries a little bit. You don't have any nails on your fingers now? Thanks, Peachy. Peachy! Hello! Enjoy your lurks. I was just playing some Diablo 4 earlier, before stream. Because I'm super behind. I'm only like level... what level was I when we stopped? Like 15, maybe? I'm so far behind. So enjoy. You only know that Bobos are something that Paul Walker refers to someone's chest in. She's all that. That's what I was... I mean, that's what I think when I hear Bobos. Max likes your yabos. Oh, wait, I can't reach that? Yeah, yabos is like the funniest word. Color me immature, but yabos is hilarious. Uh-oh, I think I'm a little lost. We're gonna have to do some backtracking here. Oh wait, no, maybe not. I went to mute for that sneeze, and then I almost accidentally unmuted, and then Jada Funk making fun of me flashed before my eyes, and I successfully muted again. I was like, no, not like this. She's shown you. I didn't think anybody would go back and clip it. For context, on Tuesday, I started my stream, and I accidentally had the mic unmuted, and I sneezed, like, immediately. Like, it's like I turned on the stream and then just sneezed. And I was like, and then I mentioned that I did that. I was like, oh, man, yeah, I did that. And thankfully, nobody was around to hear. And then Jada Funk went back and clipped it. Power move to start the stream. Yeah, exactly. You showed her the second one too. I don't know what you're talking about. No! How dare you? I just gave them all the context they'll ever need. I don't really know how to get over. It was like, yeah, I sneezed a powerful sneeze to start stream. No, nobody watched. Not important. People who do the tiny little chew sneeze don't know the satisfaction of sneezing. I don't do like a full-blown dad sneeze or anything like that, at least. You won't understand the rest of stream. Get out of here. Curly is sneeze keeping. I keep sneezing. Full-blown dad sneeze. It's a thing. I think I'm stuck. I don't really know. I don't want to exit and reset everything because I feel like if I go down here, that's an exit, and I don't want to do that. Where am I missing? Your partner dad sneezes and it scares the shit out of you every time. Yeah, it's intense. I used to work with a guy who dad sneezed, and every time I'd be like, "What? Why do you need to sneeze like that?" Your mom sneezes and it sounds like hush up, hush up, hush up. Oh, like hush up, like that, more like that. Too loud. Oh, I just went in a circle. Your grandma has a sneeze like that. How do I? Oh my gosh, I'm a ding dong. The answer was here all along. This was overthinking. One of your friends taught himself to somehow sneeze. Oh shit, when he full-on dad sneezes, you don't even know how he does it. I would not be a fan of that. I'd be like, you're doing too much. You're doing a little too much with your sneezing then. If you're purposely saying so. Like, I can make myself burp, but I don't do it like unless I'm doing it for a specific purpose, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, too much flourish, exactly. Too many pieces of flair on your sneeze. Yeah, I want a good honest sneeze. Your grandma was 4'11" and had the hugest sneezes. Your dad sneezes like someone from Street Fighter. Now that I'm on board for. Yeah, sneeze purist. Color me a sneeze purist, I'm fine. Is that the boss? Are you the boss? Let's save. Achookin. You had an uncle who would sneeze like achoo 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 achoo. Like they were rapid, so rapid they were interrupting each other. My dad has full-blown dad sneezes, like to the point where we're all like ah every time, like jump scare. Does Juno ever sneeze on me? Not typically because she's not usually on me in general, but she sneezes. But Juno doesn't really she's not really a lap cat. So there's not often an opportunity for her to sneeze on me. Oof. Don't kill me. Don't kill me! He killed me. Leo will be laying on your chest and sneeze in your face rarely, and you're like, bro, what the heck? I definitely have had cats do that. I think this is, I think I'm gonna have to redo this fight. Something tells me. Something's telling me I'm gonna have to redo this fight. It's love spray. Gross. Awful. Can I use flare? There we go. Love Spray is what that lady, the fortune teller lady, sells Helga in Hey Arnold. Remember that episode? The episode where they sold like 3D glasses to go with it? And she bought that love potion and she tripped out. I remember. Nady, you know who would remember Nady Cakes? Nady would remember that episode. I bet Nady had the 3D glasses. Oh, I gotta pay attention to my my health. I need cure. It said he's strong against the attack I'm using. I should use something else. You kind of remember the love potion thing? Perfect. It's a classic. You didn't get to watch Harold because you didn't have cable out in the country. That's a pity. Hey Arnold is great. I think it, you know what though? I think Hey Arnold holds up today. I think it's one of those cartoons that does. Because it had like really good messages and stuff. I'm gonna let her get knocked out because I think using life will be more efficient than trying to heal her up. Yep, there we go. Ooh, unless I get turned to stone. Okay, good. You rarely watched Nickelodeon, but you liked Hey Arnold? Yeah, it's got a lot of really good episodes, like really good heartfelt episodes. We're from the country and we don't watch Nickelodeon. That's a... I hope Saber in Space is lurking and got to enjoy that song. We're from the country. We're from the country. We're from the country and we like it that way. There's probably a move that's very strong against this guy, but I want to save all my my good magic for like the last boss. Because I imagine we're gonna be basically in a boss rush at this point. You're from the country, but you're pretty indifferent to it. Yeah, I know a lot of 90s country. I know a lot of 90s and early 2000s country. Because I lived in the country. As well, but only for a little bit.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I've gone in another circle. Dang it. Dang it! I gotta figure out where I'm going again. Jada redeemed Zoobidoof. It's time. It's time for a Zoobidoof. If anybody here has not seen Zoobidoof, wait a second, Jesse. Hey, Pearly, won't you give me a sign? I'll do anything to watch Nick at Night. There you go. Just a little rework. All right, here's Zoobidoof.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Zoobidoof-bidoof. 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 Zoobidoof, zoobidoof. I'm gonna catch you. Zoobidoof-bidoof. 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 Zoobidoof, zoobidoof. You are oh so cute. Ooh, 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 ooh.
You want Zoobidoof to be real? Well, lucky for you, it is. You just saw it. For anybody who has not seen Zoobidoof and is like, what did I just...
Inner voices? I don't think that's any of her business.
and is like, what in the world did I just watch? One time, we made a joke here and just talked about a Zoobidoof, the fusion of a Zubat and a Bidoof. And then I got the song Zoobidoof in my head. Which, if you've ever heard the song Zooby Zoo, that's what that is. And then I was like, you know what? After stream one day, I just made that. Listen, I will not be bullied by Jan Brady. I will not. I'm not gonna pick up items unless I need to, really. I have learned my lesson that going out of the way for items in this does not pay off a lot after a certain point, because like I already have just like stockpiles of stuff, and it's like, yeah, then you go out of your way, you take a bunch of damage, and it's like, you got 2 potions, but you had to use 3 to get here. Morbius should have been bit by a Zooby-Doo. I've watched Morbius. I have not experienced Morbin time. I am a big time item hoarder in games. My partner had to bully me into selling like the, you know how in Stardew Valley you get like those seasonal seeds sometimes? My partner basically had to bully me into selling those. Because I would just always keep them. And they're like, you're not using them. Just sell them. They're worth good money. And I'm like, no, but what if I use them? And they're like, you're not going to use them. I'm like, but what if I use them? Exactly. No, I want them. Just an anime girl watching Morbius. Alright, where am I going? Because that was not the right way. Yeah, put them in chest 254. I got those chests in Stardew, the Junimo chest, and I was like, this is like next level hoarding enablement. Wait, where am I? I think I've made a critical error. Okay. I'm gonna have to refight that thing, I think. No? Okay. Go this way. I see a big frog. I see him. I guess maybe I do need to go this way. Maybe I need to kill this. You know what? This is the last dungeon. Maybe I should just start using the seeds. And then I can use my spells more freely. I forgot about seeds. How many do I have? Let's see. 6. Okay, that's not a ton. But I do know that I can use them if I need to. I mean, I might as well just fight this guy. I'm over here. You have them rainbow colored and know where almost everything is for the most part. That's excellent. See, that's the way to live. You would like, I don't know if you've ever watched Tozzle at all, Leary, but one time Tozzle and I played the game Raft, and we had quite the organization system going on our raft. You're perfectly exhausted and going to lurk your way to sleep. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Get some good rest. What was the Jada quote? Oh, I think you're thinking of Senpai. Senpai kreestin is so sugoi. Jada said that once. Yes, Tozzle's great. Her and I need to finish up Raft. Now that there's new Raft content out. But I was being flaky because I had a lot going on. We need to find a time that'll work for the both of us. Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. When did I don't know when I did that. Somehow I was on the claw. Oh, because I used it in the overworld. That's right. Did you finish that game with the voice input? Lifeline? No. I got stuck on a battle somewhere, and I'm not even close to being done with it. So I'm just gonna put that in my back pocket as like a for another like charity incentive. Like if we maybe like, you know, commit to a couple more streams of it every time. Because that game, it is fun and it produces some hilarious stuff, but it is genuinely so frustrating to play. Yeah, the bed. What? The bed. Okay, the bed. Okay, the bed. Okay, the bed. God, that raft scream was iconic. I'll never forget the scream that escaped Tozzle because of a rat. Dude, yeah, she screamed bloody murder. You're wondering if it's the mic because it has an easier time understanding Vicchio? Maybe. It could be. But you have to do this little like test thing at the beginning, and the test is fine. So it might just be the way I'm speaking. So like I know a couple of people alluded to this in the stream, and obviously I'm not gonna do this, but there have been people that say that with that game Lifeline, because it was made by a Japanese company, and they didn't really like make it with native English speakers, that sometimes it does have a hard time with like southern accents and just accents in general, and that there are rumors that if you play the game and put on a specific accent that it responds to you better, but like obviously I'm not gonna do that. Like, yeah, you can't blame me, Chaotic. Not allowed. Also, hello. Yeah, I know Vicky doesn't speak that way. I also think that too, Leary. I think that maybe it has a higher, maybe a different problem with like higher voices or something like that. The bed. The bed. The bed. Run. Okay. I am running. I am running. I am running. Like, ugh. Okay, what am I missing here? I'm missing something obvious. Yeah, woman gamers. Use my meatwad voice. Yeah, I'll have to gift Jessie a copy of that and have her stream the whole game in Marge voice. Did I just completely miss this option before? I think I... Wait, no, because that's where... This is the way back. Potato? I just think they're neat. What the heck, man? How do I... What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back to the start and I'm just gonna read this guide. Next floor is based on the lava dome. Go all the way to the right and jump north across the stones. Yeah, okay, we've done that. Doot, 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 doot. Once you're on the island, jump across the stones. West to the small island. Yep, loot the chest. Then jump south to the small island. We did that. Grapple onto this small lump of earth. Hop over it, jump all the way north. From there, move south. And grapple across the eastern gate. Oh! That's what I was missing. Thank you. Thank you! Oopsie. Don't put it in your mouth. That's for Canadians. There's a PSA apparently from like the 90s that is a song about not putting things in your mouth. That one person just dancing while you jump over lava. She's just exercising. There, see, J-Kiv knows the Canadian don't put it in your mouth song. I don't remember how it goes, or I would sing along. Velina showed us this song once. I don't think I know Louie the Lightning Bug. Alright, let's start off with a flare. That seemed to help out last time. I remember remember this, the original version of this boss being very brutal. Now that I remember, I can use, the seeds. He was a lightning bug that sang about electric safety. I remember, Jiminy Cricket singing, "I'm no fool, no siree. I'm gonna live to be 103. Let's see what white magic does. He had a great voice and catchy tunes. My favorite cartoon bug is Buzzy, the airport knowledge bug. Ooh, that was a strong attack. Okay. But we need some health up in here. Oh, don't tell Nady I just said I had a different favorite bug. Don't do it. Airflies have just started coming out here. Happy Pride! You doof. You absolute doof. You take that back. I'm gonna delete that message, Jada. Doof is pretty harsh. Whoa! Whoa, Jesse. Who you calling? This is uncalled for. Okay, that's 2 down. So we should have Pazuzu left, I think, to fight. Wait, how do I get out of here? Oh, duh, back the way I accidentally went like 10 times. You just hear Jessie laughing and now you see why. Yeah, because she's being a bully on the internet. How's the game going, Daewoo? See, Tozzle has NHL bot in her chat. We don't need that. We got Daewoo. Oh Jesus. Oh, all right, game. 32, 45 seconds left. Oh, I shouldn't have asked. I should have just let that clock run out. Dude, if they win here, if they win this, so hockey stuff, guys. If the Golden Knights win tonight, then the next game is in Vegas, which means that then they can potentially win the playoffs in the hometown, and people will go crazy here. The strip will be an absolute nightmare, even more than it already is. Which, by the way, I don't know if anybody has any trips planned to Vegas in like the next week, but it's a nightmare down there because they're closing down the roads to repave them for F1. Okay, I'm gonna use a guide for this because this looks annoying. The next floor is the last one, but it's also the most difficult. You have to take special. Actually, this was written in Spanish originally because it says you have to take especial care. As you can fall off the path, in which case you have to find your way back. Yeah. From the start, head all the way to the right. Okay. All the way down. And up the little stairs. Look at that little freaking overworld sprite. To the left now. 2 taps this time. Everybody use their spells.
a lot of fucking money.
I can't sing that out loud. It's gonna sound like I'm asking people to do that. But I appreciate the fact that it goes with the
money.
with the song. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Tip 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 tip. Sound like a helicopter. Tip, 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 tip. Look at the little dog head on the right when it's in its little second stage like that. It's so cute. You put Louie into your Discord so you can learn about power lines safely. Perfect, thank you. I will be sure to do so. He looks kind of like, that looks kind of like the Rocco recycle skit. A little bit. Get absolutely educated. Okay, wait, where was I? Now go all the way west. Oops, okay, good thing I looked. Go all the way west. This can't be right. Wait a second. Up the little stairs. Yep, I skipped a line. Okay, I was supposed to go east. I was like, that can't be right because next it tells me to go south and there is no south to go there. Okay. Go east, north, and then all the way west. All right. BGK won, and the moment the horn sounded, punches started flying. Ooh. Ooh. You're so tense. Yeah, we have definitely blown it in situations like that before, so that's it's good that we pulled it out. Okay, then north, I'm assuming. Let's see, so go down the little stairs, then north, then east all the way, then south. Okay. I hate when they heal themselves. It makes me so irrationally angry. Like, who taught you to do this? This would be a really cool game to have a physical guide for. I would love to have a physical guide for this. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes out. I'm sure it's like a freaking expensive as hell one, but I feel like with guides every once in a while you can still get kind of lucky and find one that's not completely overpriced. Like there's a used bookstore near me that it's weird because sometimes they're like, so they do stock game guidebooks and stuff as part of their inventory. And sometimes they have stuff that's way overpriced, and other times they have stuff that's way underpriced. So I don't know where they're basing their prices for guidebooks off of, but I don't know. I like having guidebooks, but I have to start being more... I'm running out of shelf space. I don't have space to put stuff anymore. So I gotta sell some guidebooks, I think. Hey, Flitchard. Yes, we're in the home stretch. I mean, I assume this is the home stretch. It seems very home stretch. Did you know there's a way to cheese the first 2 bosses in here? No, this is my first time playing it ever, and I've been doing it without like help really. I've been using a guide here at the end, mostly just because I don't want to do these mazes, and but as far as like the battles and stuff, I haven't really been using any strategies or anything like that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, since I already beat them. Thank you for asking. I just want them to knock me out so I can restart this fight. I don't feel like raising her. Skullverse Rex isn't immune to anything. Oh, so if you have something that can like petrify? That's funny. I didn't even think about using life on him. Like, that's like Final Fantasy 101 to use life on an undead creature. And I didn't even think about it. I think like sometimes this game seems so simplistic that you overthink it. Stone Golem is obviously immune to petrify, but Exit can toss him out of this world. Dude, I didn't even realize I had this spell Exit until at the very end of last stream when I finished the Pazuzu's Tower. I was like, oh, I don't feel like getting out of here. And then I was like, wait a second, what is this? I went this whole so basically I went almost the whole game without knowing I had Exit as a spell. That's cool to know, though. That's that'd be fun to know for a replay. Okay, let's see. Turn east when you come upon a covered section. Okay. Then go all the way north at the first opening, up the stairs. But yeah, I've been liking this a lot. I'm not gonna learn to do it because I don't have the patience for any sort of speedrun that's over like 15 minutes, but this seems like it would be a fun game to speedrun. The game over music, listen to it sometime, is so sad. I don't know that I have, because every time it's given me the opportunity, I've just said like to not give up. Is it in Theatrhythm? Because I definitely played all of the songs in Theatrhythm. Speedrunners find a way to skip Fireberg somehow? That's nice. I would say Fireberg is probably like my... Well, maybe not the whole town. Maybe not the town specifically, but the mine and the volcano were the low point for me. They still weren't too bad, but like they were definitely my least favorite part. Not in Theatrhythm, sadly. Only the 3 battle themes and the Hill of Destiny. Because Theatrhythm is what got me to play this. And now that I will have played it, I'm going to have to go back and replay all the tracks. Same thing with, I bought the like, all the DLC with Theatrhythm, and I just played Live Alive off stream. And first of all, very upset that the Live Alive soundtrack is not on Spotify. Because that soundtrack is amazing. And I'm going to have to go back and play some of those tracks. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I've had a few moments like this. I've gotten wiped plenty of times in this, where, especially there's this stretch where you have to keep fighting against the Medusa-looking things, and they just double petrify you nonstop. It's infuriating. Oops. I do need to save. White never met him. I know you've died plenty of times in video games, Chaotic. Does Tristram have a boombox on him or something? He plays his theme song and Benjamin reacts to it. Oh, I didn't notice. Is Tristram the lockpick? Because I just keep calling him Locke because he looks kind of like Locke from Final Fantasy VI. The thief guy? I think that is him, yeah. I don't know if you watched the TV show Survivor, but there's a contestant a couple of seasons ago who made her own theme song. Maybe he's just doing that. Maybe he's just humming it wherever he goes. He's the treasure hunter who took you to the bone dungeon and then just noped out with the greatest treasure. Yeah, yep, that's him. I'm very interested in what him and Spencer are up to on their journey. I would play a side game of them. Can't prove what you can't see. Joke's on you, I never opened my eyes. These are prosthetics. Pocket sand, pocket sand. Alright, let's save. But yeah, I haven't been playing the battles in this too strategically because I've found I'm a chat might tell you that I'm prone to brute force here and there. And I found that this game allows for me to do a lot of brute forcing. So I have just kind of been brute forcing, but it's not like I'm sure there's lots of fun strategy to be had, but for me, since I can get by with brute forcing, I'm just doing it. But I get the intention is to kind of like learn the fundamentals of RPGs and stuff. But I've played plenty. I'm good. Oof. I say as Phoebe dies. Oops. Oh, I forgot. Okay, he does that thing where I need to switch to physical attacks at a certain point. I need to not forget that. The fundamentals of getting wrecked and cheesing it, you mean? Maybe. I'm just saying, once you've killed the undead Evray once, you don't need to worry about doing anything other than using a phoenix down on it after that. You found a lost kitten. Are you gonna keep it? Is your dog being nice to it? What's its name? Okay, there we go. Now we gotta move to physical attacks. Oof. Do not kill me. Jeez Louise. Okay. Dang. Nieces were bugging about hearing a cat, so you went to investigate, and it was a small gray kitten all by itself? That's the cat distribution system at work. If my niece and nephew found a cat, my sister would have no chance whatsoever of convincing them that she couldn't keep it. That would be game over. You guys just hear my throat? You already have Navi and Vati and a burb. I don't think I knew you had a bird. I know you have the dogs. What kind of bird do you have? Is it like this? Does your bird look like this? Boom, got him. Yep, exactly like him. Perfect. Oh my god, how do I easily get back? I gotta just figure it out. Okay. Can I? Nope.
Me, the new Jan Brady.
Alright, you got me a little with that one. Yeah, he just wanted me to paint him like one of his French girls. That was all.
It's me, the new Jan Brady. Let's knock over a 7-Eleven.
Look at all those enemies doing the leggy cat, by the way. You have a budgie, oh. You're gonna head out to bed? You got a lot to do tomorrow? Alright, enjoy your sleep. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. I went the wrong way. Wait. I remember going there. Yes, the stairs. That's what I needed. Thank you. I appreciate it. This seems suspicious. Oh, I probably should have used a seed, huh? Ooh, there is a lot of flashing. Kreestin, Phoebe, Knights of Light. We crystals now entrust you with our power. Oh, okay, I'm good. Seems like you might be keeping the kitten. Niece is already promising to come over and take care of them. Oh my god, that just gave me 25 seeds. Ooh. Here I was concerned about preserving them. And a bunch of arrows. Oh, this is definite, like, final fight stuff happening right now. Okay. Let's use a seed on each person. Well, I guess let's use 2 on accident. Let's save. That is helpful AF. Which means you have a cat now. You have to show pictures of it, Chaotic. Dark King, we meet at last. Indeed, and now you will serve me. I don't think so. We won't allow you to ruin our world. Alas, silly humans, I must share a terrible secret. That prophecy? Ages ago, I started that rumor. Welcome to the power of darkness. Ooh, what a twist. What a twist. Alright, let's see how Meteor does against him. We're gonna have to learn the ins and outs of what he's got. Well, immediate paralysis. Okay, that was not very effective. Let's try arrow. Much like in Kingdom Hearts. Ooh, that was... Okay, he's strong against that. Don't use that. Thunder? Dang, is he just strong against everything, maybe? Let's try Flare, just for good measure. I should just heal Phoebe. I was hoping she would snap out of this paralysis. Okay, Flare is decent. Okay. But we need to get out of this paralysis. Dark King, more like the Dork King. Dude, devastated him. Absolutely devastated him. Great job, Saber. High five. Alright, my defense is down on Phoebe. I should keep that in mind. How amusing! Is that all you can muster? Ooh! I fully anticipate that I'll probably lose this fight at least once. I gotta learn his gimmicks, you know? Mirror sword. How about you heal? Because I feel like white magic is doing a lot of damage here. Oof. But her defense is down super bad. Maybe I should try use a refresher. Oof, that did not help much. Okay. No banning for puns when they insult the villain devastatingly. Alright, we gotta do some more damage, so we'll heal next time. Ooh. 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 Okay, maybe I've made a devastating mistake. It's possible. Grrr. Now see what I really am. Oh. That's, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, okay, I didn't die. Okay. Cure. No. Stop. Cure just one. There you go. We got 3 white magics left. Spider kids! Why? Game. Why? Why? I just realized he's a spider. I didn't even realize he was a spider. I was only looking at his face. And now I'm upset. This is upsetting. First Diablo, and now this. There is an upsetting amount of spiders in Diablo 4, you guys. Yeah, got Pennywise the Clown. Yeah. Okay, I really need to keep up on top of healing. That's he's doing big damage. You know what? I'm gonna go all in on healing her. I think I made the right choice. You gotta take a seed next turn. Actually, everybody heal. Everybody heal. And then we'll use a seed. We gotta take a couple of recuperation turns. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. They're gonna heal each other, just because it's, you know, it's more wholesome that way. And then you use a seed on her. Actually, wait, no. Because you are out of... We'll use Flare, and then she can use a seed on herself. Mega White, that's what we call my family reunion. Alright. Stop using spider kids. It's disgusting. Yeah, this is a wholesome stream. Oh! Oh, I fully did not expect him to have like a 4th phase. And now he's like a spider Medusa? This is very upsetting. I'm just gonna keep health up. I don't wanna get arrogant. It's awful is what it is. Uh-oh. Ooh, she's just dead. Okay. Good to know he can do that. Oh man. He eats nothing but licorice rope. Cure yourself. Yeah, arachnid spawn attack. Ugh. I have seen too many bugs lately. We had a fly incident earlier today. No more. Knock that off. From 8 legs to 10 tickles. Ah! That was him reacting to that joke. Whoa! That joke killed him! Yes, yes, we defeated the Dark King! At last, it's all over. Is that really it? Wait, how did Spencer get here? Disguised as a human, I, the Crystal of Light, have guided you. Evil can't thrive if you keep hope alive. Use your courage and respect your world. A bright future awaits you now. Go and enjoy all the world has to offer. Thank you. Well, good night, Daewoo. Yeah, we did. We killed Chaos. Yeah, don't get spider kidded. Kreestin, you say the Dark King was the problem and you beat him? But of course, say, what's become of Ruben and the Captain Mac? They're fine, they've healed at home. Great. Sometime I'll drop by and say hi. Well? You're safe! What are you gonna do now? I'm going to Disneyland! Hey, maybe you can answer that. Mac, how about lending me that ship? I need a little more adventure in my life. Don't worry, Kaylee. Alright, but let me see if it's still seaworthy. Don't forget your cap again. Yeah, don't forget your captain's cap. Oh wait, that was not Spencer. Spencer is a different person. This whole time I thought that was Spencer, and it's not. Spencer, you still digging? Yep, all because of you guys. Anybody seen Tristram? That jerk, he's gone treasure hunting again. Well, tell him I said hi. We're on our victory tour. Are we gonna watch the band play again? Oh, we are! I was just joking! How's it going? Ruben, couldn't be better. Why don't we hang out in this town? No way, I'm off for more adventure in Captain Mac's ship. At least let me see you off. The ship's back better than new. Oops, I added a word there. Thanks, Mac. 3 cheers for Captain Kreestin. Wait until you see my next invention. Can you come over again? Have a good trip. Do it up while you're young. I think I've had all the adventure I can stand. How about taking me along? You'll need an expert treasure hunter. You don't know what you're saying, Grandpa. You'll be back in no time. See the world for me. We're gonna miss you. I'm going to miss you too. Farewell. Off we go. I love his little animations. Off we go into the sunset. Wait, is there more? Who let you on here? What are you doing here? I can't resist it when I hear about an adventure. I'm gonna keep an eye on you, kid. That's Kreestin, you nut. Nice! We beat a game! Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel like my games that I've beaten this year list is a little unhinged. Let's look at what it is that so far this year that we've beaten. This year? Oops. Okay. In 2023, on stream, we've beaten A Little to the Left, Dirge of Cerberus, Hitman 3, Mr. Saito, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Tailspin for the Sega Genesis, and now Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Man, GG! Thank you guys for hanging out. On I knew that we were in the
Get
tail
your
end.
buns out of my eyes.
Pumpy, thank you for the resub at tier 2 for 41 months. I think it's that's Pumpy, you nut. I appreciate you. Hi, Pumpy. Hi, Orion Rogue. I was thinking I should screenshot that though. That text box that says that's Kreestin, you nut. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I could probably use it. Man, this was fun. I liked this game. It's certainly not like action packed, and it's a little, you know, it's aged, but I think this is definitely a good, like, if my niece and nephew were wanted to get into RPGs, I would be like, you should try this one first. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is a good little, like, learning one for people who haven't played one yet. Story is very simplistic. It has like strengths and weaknesses that you can learn if you want to, but if you aren't sure what's going on in that respect, you can just like use attacks. Like you don't have to figure out what things are weak to and stuff, so that's pretty cool. GG. Well, let's see if there's anything after the credits. Wait, Nomura. Interesting. Not this coming Saturday, like not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that, we're gonna do the karaoke and the community game stream. So that'll be the 24th. So keep an eye out for that. I'll put some stuff in the Discord about it. And Twitter. So here's the Discord and there's the Twitter, if that's something you're interested in. Looks like we have no post-credits items. Is that it? This is peaceful. This is nice and peaceful. I'm glad that I didn't try and make myself stay up to finish this the other night, because I definitely would have gotten super impatient, because I do that sometimes when I'm like, I can feel that I'm near the end of a game and I just want to be done with it, but I'm tired and cranky at the same time, so I'm glad that I made room for this 4th stream. Yeah, exactly, Pumpy. It looks just like that, except for a Super Nintendo controller instead of the Genesis one. Oh my god, Kreestbot, you just said that. How embarrassing. Man, that was fun. I am gonna go ahead and I mean, I don't have anything else to play, this was an off-stream day anyway, so I wasn't planning on really planning on streaming super long, so I guess we're gonna have to call it here. Let's see. Turn this off. Let's say hi to, let's see if Juno will come say hi. Juno, will you come say hi to the people? We just beat a video game. Come on. She won't do it. Oh well. Look it. They're using the shy emote, Juno. They want you here. She won't do it. She won't do it. She said nope. This is definitely shorter. I thought I maybe had like, I honestly was like, oh, do I have like 4 more hours? But I only had 2.5 more hours apparently. Let's see who's on. We can do a raid. Since we were nice enough to get a couple of raids, we should send on the love. Let me see who's on that we could raid. Do. There's actually a lot of people on. I didn't expect so many people to be on at this time of day. Do. Well, you know who I think will raid? Because I feel like they've raided us quite a few times, and they're always done before me, so I never get the opportunity to raid them. They are also on. I'm on a couple of stream teams. One of them is Team Retrosaurus, and this person is on Team Retrosaurus. It's Eckerd. They're playing through a game called Fuga Melodies of Steel 2, which I have never seen, but it looks like it's like an RPG as well. So keeping it in the RPG realm of things. And I know a lot of people here like RPGs and like anime, and it looks very much like an anime related RPG. So let's go say hi. I don't think it's any of her business. You like RPGs. So yeah, let's go say hi. Reminder that Tuesday and Thursday, no stream. I will be out of town. But I'll be back the following week for more stuff, more fun. I don't know what we're gonna play next. Maybe Parasite Eve. Maybe it's finally time for Parasite Eve. I think it might be. We'll have to see though. But I'm glad we finished the game. That always feels good to do. So let's go say hi. If you have any hype emotes, they don't have to be mine. Just throw some hype in the chat for Eckerd. See you guys. See you guys. Hi, Fufu. Bye, Fufu. Bye, Jasmine. Bye, Jasmine. Bye, Pumpy. Bye, Jesse. Bye, Jacob. I've got melodies of steel. All right. Goodbye.